From inside the 15, here's the return. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
Superstar, one touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Baker.
Knock it down! Knock it down!
Fires left. He's got an open man. And they exploit that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so just bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They don't get a clean look back to us. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Zings complete to the right. Makes the ground not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and
positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's moving. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
On the gun, running back on the move. Into the end zone. And he touchdown, that running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times in every race where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he tags on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Chelsea.
That's right on the opponent. They're firing on all cylinders right at it.
In enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The short hands, it's Blunt. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Behind the line, it's Blunt. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line, trying to move the six on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy, you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Using his legs, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
No mental mistakes out there, offense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grab near the mark.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pick it up.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to get out with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Baker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. They get him set, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Next going for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the
job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Going to swing it on second down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
Here we go, here we go. Control the pitches.
Sounds like a lawnmower, baby.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They're going to go right back through him on first down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker on the side picks up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone.
job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
He tossed the coverage, got it deep downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum.
That's a wide ball. He can take it back for 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside the 25. Maybe if he could have just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or he can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll immediately call timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. It's a clear right side. Watch that shoulder delivers the blow. They finally make the stop, and that one made those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air, it's Baker. Gets it to the back. Thomas just running through everybody.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now adjusting. Breaks into the open. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. BJ fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hand. Where's the ball? Always trying to find it.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Touch pass on the run. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Baker. That's it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And that one will put them up here in the second half. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Hawaii. The defense does to work itself with a pick 6.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. How about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. On target. They'll finally drag him down, but not first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Ready, James, moving, oh!
To the air on first down. Bring in the hand. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short.
Round and pound, baby, let's go!
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the sticks. Touchdown Mustang. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Watch them back, boys, watch them back.
Nicky!
Tighten up, defense!
Send the tight end in motion.
Don't let him get there.
Back to throw. It's Baker. Quick screen to the speedster. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Sends it back in motion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to be throwing this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback. And right now, this defense has no...
He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off the way fake on first down. It's out of sight. Turning it on. Ball down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with that one down. He goes at the 39.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Second down, he'll throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback wide receiver.
Racing down the right side.
From a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 15 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Motion from the back. Completion to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense.
Pace, 27, jump!
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on second down. Gets the back moving. Sends it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.